Wow, I am blown away by this. What's the opposite of oxidized? Anti-oxidized? Oh my god, it's been so long. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. Okay, elephant in the room. Yes, I know my makeup today is a little bit... I don't know what to call it. I'm not sure what you would call this, but I'm sure it is not the makeup look you expected when you clicked on the title of this video. This is not a Halloween makeup tutorial. It's just a regular makeup review video. But you know what? This is what my little grimy little fingers came up with when I was doing my makeup today, and if I may be quite frank with you, I love it. This is giving me Starry Night vibes, giving me outer space vibes. She's also giving me black eye vibes because of this like bruising looking situation here. But you know what? It's all good. It's all fun. It's all glamorous. Let's talk about my spooky decoration of the day. So today I would like to share with you this relic from the past. This is yet another one of my decorations that my mom bought at some point during my childhood from the Christmas tree shop. The only place to get Halloween decorations if you live in New England. This was $2.99 and it's the cutest little cat, and he's got his jack-o'-lantern, a cemetery stone here for some reason. That's a little off, but then we got a ghoul and we got a moon, and I love it so much. I think this is such a cute, quirky, eclectic, very aggressively 90s decoration, and I love it so much. But that's not what this video is about. You did not come to this video to find out all of the cute Halloween decorations that the Christmas tree shop had to offer in the 90s. No, you clicked on this video because you, like me, have an interest in makeup products that I changed my mind about. I feel like a lot of times us beauty YouTubers will do first impressions on products and then we never come back to them again. So today is gonna be me following up on some of those first impressions and letting you know some things that maybe on first impression I liked and now I no longer like. So if that sounds like a topic that is interesting to you, then I encourage you to please subscribe and keep on watching. It's coming at you right now. If you see any lip gloss on my teeth during this video, I'm gonna need you to just mind your business. Okay, so the first product that I wanted to talk about that I unfortunately changed my mind about is the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. Okay, so here's what I feel like happened. I made a video like 2 months ago at this point talking about celebrity makeup brands, and Rare Beauty had not even come out yet. They didn't even have any product photos or anything. And I talked about in that video how I thought it looked kind of boring and it looked like it was just gonna be Glossier makeup and I wasn't very interested in it. And I received a lot of hate on that video right before Rare Beauty came out from Selena Gomez stands who very much bullied me in the comments. So I feel like when I made my Rare Beauty video, I had those teen bullies in the back of my mind, and I for some reason was worried about what they were gonna say. Not that I think I lied in my first impressions video of Rare Beauty, but I feel like I went into it wanting stuff to work. And for the most part, I really did like everything I tried, but upon further using this Rare Beauty foundation, and I did use this like probably over a dozen times afterwards, I think I've come to a conclusion that this is not gonna be my favorite foundation. Definitely not the worst foundation I've ever tried. It's definitely not in my top 3 by any means, and that is because it is just too drying on my skin, which is very confusing because I felt like the way it was advertised, seemed like it was supposed to be more of a dewy foundation, and after trying it for the first time, I was like, oh, okay, no, this is more of a natural, maybe soft matte finish, but I didn't feel like it was so drying that I couldn't do it, and maybe it's because I tested this on a really hot, still summer day, but now that we're getting into a little bit more of cooler weather, my skin cannot handle this at all. It looks terrible on my skin. The only way I can get this to look somewhat good on my skin is if I go in with a facial oil beforehand. Like I have to hydrate and then hydrate again and then hydrate one more time, and then this looks halfway decent. I love the coverage of it though, and that's why it's so annoying to me that it doesn't work. The way I kind of make it work for myself is, like I said, I use the facial oil and then I combine it with my favorite foundation of all time, which is the Revlon Revlon Candid Glow Foundation. This is basically like a serum. It feels like a serum. It feels so nice. This foundation does not know how to be cakey. It feels like skincare. It feels super hydrating, but it has a very natural finish. I love it so much. And when I put these together, this guy kind of helps Rare Beauty out a little bit, because this does have beautiful coverage. This is lighter coverage for sure, so I sometimes like to add a little bit of coverage with this. I basically have been treating this like a Cover FX drops thing. Do you guys remember when those came out? Basically, it was like a super concentrated foundation that you could add to any of your other foundations to add coverage or to change the color. So I've kind of been doing a similar thing with this Rare Beauty foundation. Sometimes I use it as a spot concealer because it does apply a lot of coverage, and I love that about it. But when I put it on my whole face, it looks flaky, and it's so dry. Also, this does not work well with my favorite moisturizer, which makes me upset because I use the CeraVe moisturizing cream with like everything in my collection. I have used this with so many foundations, and none of my other foundations have had an issue with it. But for some reason, these two do not want to mix. I don't know, maybe there's something in the ingredients, they just don't get along, but these like separated immediately like oil and vinegar. It was very strange. So I'm not decluttering this. I'm not getting rid of it. Like I've said, I found ways to make it work for me, but I definitely feel like my opinion of this foundation has severely decreased over continued use. Okay, moving on to a product from Rare Beauty that I had the opposite experience with. When I first tried it, I was not all that impressed, was very okay with it, just kind of swept it to the side, and now I've been using it every freaking day. It is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. So I have the sample size because I placed my Rare Beauty order on their website, and that was like a promotional thing they were doing when you ordered through their website, but it was honestly a pretty decent sample, and I've been using it every single day, and I think I'm gonna repurchase it when I run out, which I never do with primers. I don't think I have ever purchased a full-size primer. That's not true. I bought the e.l.f. hydrating primer one time, didn't like it. Me and primers, they're very strange. I feel like they either irritate my skin, don't do anything for my skin, or just act like a moisturizer. Like, I've never tried a primer that I've been like, wow, I am blown away by this to the point where I feel like I would purchase a full size. But here I am eating my words, because I definitely think I'm gonna buy the full size of this. And what I like about this, I don't even want to show you a pump because I don't want to waste any. I'll do like the babyest pump in the world. Okay, so what I like about this is it reminds me a lot of the First Aid Beauty Coconut Smoothie Primer, which I really liked. I got a sample of that a while ago, but that one's made with coconut water, and my skin and coconut water do not get along well very much. It made me break out. This doesn't make me break out at all, and it gives the same beautiful finish. It's such a nice sheen, but it's not pure highlight by any means, because I like to do the thing a lot where I go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter for a Hollywood Superstar Youth Glow, and I like to do like the highlight under my foundation. This is not quite as sheeny as that, but it just gives such a nice fresh glow under the foundation, and it works really well with all of my other favorite foundations. Honestly, I feel like it's not quite enough hydration for the Rare Beauty foundation, which is interesting because they go together, but maybe on somebody with oily skin it would be fine, but not for my dry skin. But this works really, really well with my Revlon Candid Glow. This has been like my favorite combination lately. If I prep my skin with the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist primer and then go in with my Revlon Candid Glow, I just look like I have the most beautiful, glowy, glamorous skin. I have it on today. I don't know if today is the best demonstration of it because I am wearing so much highlight and so much of other stuff, but this just preps my skin so nicely. It feels great, has a very, very light floral scent, but it doesn't appear to be enough fragrance to irritate my skin at all. I haven't noticed my skin breaking out when I use this, and I really, really like it. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I'm so excited over a primer. But yeah, this is a product that I definitely changed my mind about after using it more. Okay, moving on to a product from Milk Makeup that I don't know if I've even really mentioned on my channel, or I don't know if I've tried it on my channel at all, but when I chose my birthday gift from Sephora this year, I got this set of minis from Milk Makeup, and one of the items in that set was their mini Kush Mascara. I really, really liked this when I first started using it. I mean, it made my lashes look so full and flared. It really made my lashes look good. Like, I'll show you a picture here. It made my lashes look beautiful. The issue I have with this mascara is that it dries out so quickly. And I don't just mean dries out in the tube, because I realize I got a mini size. I mean, the actual formula itself is a very dry formula. So when you go in to layer up your mascara, it's difficult to do that. Like, your first layer is gonna go on beautifully, and if you're like rapid fire going in with your second layer, then you might be able to get a second layer, but by the third layer, they're dry, you're out of time, you're not gonna get them to be any longer or any more voluminous. And 2 coats is pretty good with this, but I'm a layer my mascaras type of gal. I like to go in, let it dry for like 15 seconds, and then build up that volume with another layer. And with my Essence Lash Princess mascara, I'm able to do that very, very well. And this is kind of the standard that I hold all other mascaras to. And unfortunately, the Milk Kush Mascara just did not live up to that same expectation. And this one is $5, and the full price of this one is $24. Like, $24 for a full size, I should say. But that's just, it's so expensive for it to dry out so much. And I know I said I wasn't talking about like the product itself drying out, and talking about drying on the lashes, but the product itself did also dry out really quickly. And I realize it's a mini, but I've gotten mini versions of mascara before, and usually you can get more than like a week and a half, which is all I feel like I really got with this mascara. I feel like the first week, things were going okay. I was having difficulty with the dry down on my lashes, but the mascara itself was not so bad. But by like the end of the second week of using this, I was like, oh, this is out, we're done, there's no more moisture left, it's no longer working for me. And it was just really disappointing, because it did make my lashes look very pretty, but it was just difficult to work with. And like I said, I already have a mascara that I love and that I don't have any issues with for $5. So unfortunately, I did change my mind about the Milk Kush mascara, and I do not think I'm gonna purchase a full size of this. Well, I know I'm not gonna purchase a full size of this. All right, let's talk about a product from Revlon that I previously ranted and raved about, and now I don't know how I ever did that. It is the Revlon Candid Setting Powder. I did a video back in like February, March, I don't know, pre-pandemic. Wild to even think about, but I did a video trying some newer products from Revlon a long time ago, and this was one of the products I featured, and at the time, I was really impressed by this setting powder. I felt like it blurred my pores, I felt like it set my under eyes really well. I don't know what changed with my skin or with this product, but it looks awful on me now. It makes my under eyes look so crispy and crackly and flaky. It's gross. They look so bad. Also, the color appears to have gotten darker. I don't know if I've just gotten more pale. That's a very strong possibility. I have not seen the sun much, if not at all, for like the last 8 months. Oh my god, it's been so long. But this product now looks orange on my under eyes. I don't know if it oxidized. I don't know if I oxidized. What's the opposite of oxidized? Anti-oxidized? Is that the opposite of oxidized? Oh boy, we're getting off track here. But also the packaging is annoying. I was able to overlook it at the time because I thought I liked the product, but now that I don't like the product anymore, we're gonna talk trash about the packaging. It has this lid on the top that is blocking the little sifter holes, but the issue is here. Yeah, see, then whatever gets on the top is like out here. But the issue is now that like you have to dump it out and go like this. Like, what is the point of this? Then you put it on top of that? It doesn't make sense. I don't understand. I mean, because if you try to just tap your brush on this part, you can't get enough product. And I don't think you can pull the whole thing out. It would be fine if I could like pull this part off if I chose to, but you can't. So you end up having to dump product into the lid, and then when you have too much, you can throw it in here, but then it's just really messy packaging. So I don't like that at all. I don't like the color of it. It's very drying on my under eyes, and I just feel like this is not a good drugstore setting powder. I've previously used the Coty Airspun powder. Unfortunately, I had to declutter that because I got the fragrance version and it was really irritating to my under eyes, but that one was beautiful. So if you don't have any fragrance sensitivities, I would definitely recommend the Coty Airspun powder over this Revlon powder. If anybody has loose powder recommendations from the drugstore that don't have fragrance in them, I would love to hear them, because right now I've been using my Ciate Extraordinary powder, and I love that one, but when I run out of that one, I don't know if I'll repurchase it because it's a little expensive. I would prefer to find a drugstore version, so definitely leave me your drugstore powder recommendations down below because this Revlon Candid powder is not it. Okay, I apologize if the lighting is changing. It suddenly got very dark outside. I didn't know the sun set at 5:30 p.m. now. That's very disappointing to me. But what's even more disappointing is this next product. Oh, I feel so bad. The company did send this to me, and they're the only company that has ever sent me anything. So perhaps I should not speak poorly of them. But I have to be honest with you guys. I don't want to lie to you, and I don't want you to buy something that is not good. Glamnetic. Here's the deal. If this product were like a third of the price, I would not have any complaints. But due to how expensive this product is, I have a few complaints. And my complaints are that the lashes themselves are a little cheapy. I don't have the other pieces right now, but I've had pieces of the lashes fall off when I pull them off of the little magnetic strip in there, which is not great. I mean, they're pretty long to begin with, so they're not like pieces of the lashes that I am missing, but it's still not great that they came off so easily. Also, the liner itself is so difficult to get off. The formula is fine. I don't have a huge problem with the formula. It's a little thick and it's already starting to dry out, which is a little alarming because I haven't had it for that long, and the liner itself is pretty expensive. But my issue with the liner is that when I go to take my makeup off at the end of the day, I have to like scrub my eyes, and I do not like to put that much strain on my eyes because your eyes are one of the most sensitive parts of your face. The skin around your eyes is much thinner than the rest of the skin on your face, so you really don't want to have to be tugging around your eyes very much, and I have to when I'm taking off this product. And here's the deal, I double cleanse. Usually my Softimo Speedy Cleansing Oil I can get anything off with, even stuff that stains I can usually get off with that cleansing oil. But this is not a staining issue. This is an issue of actual pieces of the liner not wanting to come off. I'll put a stripe on my hand of this now, and I'll insert a clip here of me trying to wash it off, and it's just so difficult. It doesn't rub away like a regular eyeliner would. It comes off in chunks, in flakes, and it just gets stuck to my eyelashes too. I end up having to pull on my actual lashes, and it's really a hassle to take off, to the point where it makes me not want to wear the lashes because I don't like to deal with all of the tugging I have to do to get it off. So I know that Kiss has recently come out with a magnetic eyeliner that I want to try because at least that one is cheaper. I also know Glamnetic has recently come out with a felt tip eyeliner that's supposed to also be magnetic. Maybe that formula will be a little less chunky, because as much as I love the paintbrush tip, it's just this formula is, I don't know, it's just very difficult to take off. I just have a lot of issues with this product, and I know I've previously recommended it because at the time I really liked it and I thought it worked well, and I didn't realize until the more I used it that like, oh wow, this is something that is actually a deal breaker for me, and the fact that this is so difficult to take off is making me not want to use it. Also, the lashes started falling apart very quickly, so I just wanted to give you an update on these Glamnetic lashes. Unfortunately, I can no longer recommend them. Oh, it's getting so dark, I'm so sorry. All right, we've reached the end of the video. That was like tough. It's hard for me to talk poorly about products. I know that like corporations don't care about my feelings and they don't care what I have to say or anything, but I still feel bad. But you know what? I respect you guys and your trust in me more than any corporation at all, so I want to give you an update on my thoughts with things. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, I know it can be tough when we do first impressions videos to get a real idea of how we're liking something, because oftentimes first impressions, you're just so excited to be trying a new product, and if the look turns out pretty, you tend to think like, oh well, all of these products were great because the look turned out pretty, but that's not always the case. So I'm gonna try to do more follow-up videos like this so I can keep you the most up to date with how I am liking products, and I can give you the absolute most accurate reviews. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They are always really cute and sweet and fun and fresh like this one. I have so many more fun Halloween videos planned for you. I just uploaded today my candy corn holographic liner tutorial, so if you haven't seen that yet, go watch that. It'll be linked down below on the screen, I'm sure. Also check out my description box for a ton of Black Lives Matter resources, petitions to sign, places to donate, ways to help protesters, as well as a link to register to vote. That link is to votesaveamerica.com.org, I'm not sure, but that'll help you check your voter registration, find out the ways which you can vote in your state, whether it's absentee, early voting, or in person, so definitely check that link out if you have the time. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!